How's it going, everyone? Today, we are going to be finishing off The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 7. I can't believe we're already here. I mean, this season has just been so short, and I'm really excited to see how they end it off. I mean, I have an idea of how it's going to end, obviously, from the game, but who knows what steps they've altered along the way? Who knows what things are going to change from where we left off to the end? I'm very excited to see this episode. We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. If you are interested in full-length reactions, please feel free to check out my Patreon. Back to 1. Here we go. The end has arrived.
Tell your division we're going silent. As its orders. Call your boats back. Radio silent.
If you don't do what I will.
I said maybe.
It already fucking hurts.
Oh, I somehow totally forgot that Dina had an arrow in her leg. Oh, God.
Yeah, I know.
No, you don't.
Listen, if I pull it, it's gonna tear an artery. I need to push it through.
How do you know that? You're not a doctor.
Dina, shut up!
She's freaking out. You have to expect this level of freaking out about having an arrow in your leg, Jesse. I don't know what it is about Jesse. I don't know if it's just his confidence, but I trust him to be able to do this.
Okay?
No.
It's gonna help. Have some.
I said no.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't know, obviously, and he might get a hint from that, honestly.
Just do it.
Oh! Ow. Ow. I mean, honestly, yeah, that does... It sounds awful, but it does sound better than trying to pull it out the other way. That was really smart. I probably would have been an idiot and just pulled it out the way that he said not to do it.
What's the name of your horse?
Shimmer, I'm alone. Open the fucking door. Where is she?
What happened to you?
Dina!
Huh. Interesting. It's definitely different because, I mean, Dina's been hit with an arrow in the leg. So it's understandable that she'd be just wanting to go straight to Dina right now. But she did just do what she did to Nora.
Let me see.
Wonder if Jesse stitched it up, bandaged it up and stuff too.
Is the baby?
It's okay.
How do you know?
I just do.
You wouldn't think something with the leg would affect the baby, but I know the body does weird things sometimes, especially when a baby is involved, so...
Okay. Arms up.
Wonder how Ellie's going to react to
I found more.
telling Dina about what just happened.
Good.
What her emotional state is going to be.
You know where Abby is?
She only said 2 words. Whale and then wheel.
Interesting. Look at the map. I think that'll probably tell you all you need to know.
I made her talk. It was easy. I just kept hurting her.
Did you kill her?
Oh,
She
really?
got what she deserved.
I figured she would have at least ended it so she didn't have to turn, but
Before I came to Jackson, there was a Firefly base in Salt Lake City. They had a hospital there.
she's telling Dina. Oh, I was wondering where she was going with this.
But it meant that I would have died.
Dina's gonna know.
Joel found out, and he killed everyone in the hospital. He killed Abby's father to save me.
I have a feeling that Dina's mind isn't going to be changed, just like Ellie's mind probably isn't changed
But
still,
I knew what he did.
based on what she said in the last episode.
We need to go home.
Oh, never mind. I'm wrong. Kind of a 180 for Dina there, based on what she said in the last episode, in my opinion. Seattle, day 3. A very fun day. Very heart-wrenching day. We'll see what happens.
Do you have any extra 9mm?
Oof.
You shouldn't be on your feet yet.
Give me your wrist.
Oh, she's giving her the bracelet. I've been wondering about when this was going to happen. It's just kind of a thing they skipped over.
It's for good luck.
Not sure it's been working for you.
I'm alive.
I can do this alone if you want Ellie to stay.
No.
Assuming Tommy's there, we should be back well before sundown.
I knew they would have to leave her behind eventually, and it's, I have a feeling I know what's going to happen in this episode, but it's still nerve-wracking leaving Dina behind by herself, regardless of knowing anything that's happening in the future. Imagine a lot of people watching this for the first time will feel that way about leaving Dina by herself.
You ever gonna tell me how you found the theater?
You ever gonna tell me what happened to you last night? We followed the likeliest path into the city. Found the place you stashed Shimmer. She's still there, doing all right. Not that you asked. It took 2 days. And a lot of close calls.
I'm really not a fan of this demeanor.
Last night, Dina said, I can't die. Not, I don't want to die. And then I offered her whiskey and she refused. The girl who's never turned down a free drink in her life. Seconds before I was going to push a crossbow bolt through her leg. I'm not stupid and I'm not blind. And I bet she even tells you things she wouldn't tell me. Like how she's pregnant.
Fuck. Oh shit, you were guessing?
You're guessing. If you were this curious about it, Jesse, you should have just asked Dina. I really don't like this demeanor of Jesse between Jesse and Ellie. I don't like this change in dynamic at all from the game.
I'm going to be a father, which means I can't die. But because of you, we're stuck in a war zone. Go find Tommy so I can get us and my kid the fuck out of Seattle.
I have a lot of issues. We'll talk about it later in the wrap-up. I have a lot of issues with the way Jesse is at the moment, the way they've changed his character, the way they've changed Ellie and Jesse's dynamic. I just don't like it at all, if I'm being honest. Oh, look at the thing up there in the building. Keep that in mind for later.
And then we'll...
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they were shooting at them or if there were actually scars here as well. Oh, there is. Okay. They were shooting at a scar.
The world is not in balance.
Oh, it's this guy.
She got me. Get his clothes off.
His clothes off. Jesus.
Ellie, there were 6 of them and 2 of us. What do you think would have happened?
You fucking kid!
I am not dying out here. Not for any of them.
It's really interesting that Ellie wanted to do that. I'm kind of surprised. I get that it's really awful to listen to, and no one would want to listen to it and hear it, but I'm surprised that she did that. I think I have to stop trying to coincide or conflate the two characters, the Ellie of the game and the Ellie of the show, together. They're just too different at this point.
Orders have been relayed verbally. Everything's set. But I think the rank and file are a little scared.
Aren't you? Any word on Abby?
Oh.
Not since yesterday.
Isaac asking about Abby.
And we still haven't found Owen.
And Owen. Very excited for this part of the story.
So her entire crew just disappears.
We still have Manny.
Well, we have a lot of Mannies, don't we? But only one Abby.
She's a good soldier, great even. But we have an entire fucking army out there and you're acting like she's the most important. You in love with her or something?
What?
I don't know.
What a weird thing to say.
The first old man to...
Okay.
It's a weird-ass conversation.
By the time the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a very good chance you'll be dead. There's an even better chance I'll be dead. Fucking army out there who, despite their badass name, are very much sheep. Who leads them? It was supposed to be her.
Oh, he had Abby lined up as like the next leader of the WLF after whatever happens tonight.
Well, she's fucked off, Isaac.
It's interesting. I'm really interested to see more of that dynamic between Isaac and Abby. Obviously, not in this episode, but we'll see.
Fuck.
The bookstore. This is such a fun location in the game.
He is in trouble. We're all in trouble.
Tommy and him hold up here for a little bit.
Here we are again.
This is the rendezvous point, I'm assuming. I really love when they pick out standout areas from the game and just totally interpret it entirely to the TV show. It's fun. It's always really nice to see what moments they choose to take.
Right now, we got a lot of problems. Let me at least just get this one off the table. Yes, I love her. Not the way you do.
Oh?
Remember that group that stopped by Jackson for a few weeks on their way south to Mexico? There was this girl with them. She was a couple of years older than me. She was selling paintings. like landscapes and shit.
Were they good?
No.
No, they weren't good. Interesting.
Best 2 weeks of my life. But she couldn't stay, so she asked me to go with them instead. And I wanted to.
But Jesse is Mr. Jackson, Mr. Wyoming. Cares too much.
Jackson took me in, raised me, cared for me. Because I was taught to put other people first.
So, you're Saint Jesse of Wyoming, and everyone else is a fucking asshole.
You can make fun of me all you want, but let me ask you this, Ellie.
Kind of how it came off.
I go with that girl to Mexico. Who saves your ass in Seattle?
South Lake Marina. Sniper, not a scar.
Oh, sniper in the marina. Here we go.
It's gotta be Tommy.
It's interesting at this point, Ellie still hasn't fully clocked where Abby is, or at least she hasn't said so. She hasn't said that she has.
You hear that?
Oh, look at the Ferris wheel in the back.
It's in the right direction.
Ferris wheel.
I see an easy way north, but if he got there...
Whale. Seattle Aquarium. Oh, it looks so good.
She's in the fucking aquarium.
Who?
Abby, the one who killed Joe, she's in the aquarium.
Tommy's over there. That's where we're going.
Oh, this is this moment.
You don't know that's him. He would want me to do this. And Jesus Christ, if 3 more people had voted with you, you'd be coming with me.
I voted no.
Oh, he did. He voted no? I thought he would be one of the 3 who voted yes.
Everything you do for you.
Fuck the community! All you do is talk about the fucking community, you hypocrite! You let a kid die today, Jesse. Because why? He wasn't in your community? My community was beaten to death in front of me while I was forced to fucking watch. Or like you'd do anything differently if you were in my shoes, because you're not, and you wouldn't.
I really hope you make it.
Jesse really has been pulling the high and mighty card. And now I kind of understand that choice they made earlier with Ellie wanting to possibly do something to help the Seraphite kid. But I don't know. Isaac's getting ready. Oh, the Ferris wheel and the aquarium. I'm so excited for this part. Well, excited's probably the wrong word. I love seeing things like this straight from the game. Oh, it's not going to be that easy. Oh. More. Yep. All the boats. They're getting ready for something. Could see a bit of land there off in the distance Isaac's looking at. They're doing this in the dead of night with the lights off. Ellie's got to be like, what is happening right now? Why question good luck? Dina passed the good luck off to her. Oh, look at that image. That's incredible. Look at Seattle in the background. It looks so cool. Oh, wow. That is a huge wave. Yep. I couldn't tell how close she was able to get before that wave hit. Oh. Hello. Creepy little Scar Kid. I didn't like that. Oh, no. What? Oh, this is very bad timing. Oh, no. Excuse me? What is happening? Oh.
I'm not from here! I'm not a wolf! Tell them.
Ugh, I hated that. And what is happening right now?
The village. The village!
Oh. Saved by the loud honking sound. Man, that horn, that alarm is so haunting sounding. I was not expecting any of that. That was shocking. I had no idea how she was going to get out of that. You can kind of infer what is possibly going on right now. from that. Oh my god. Wow, they're really giving you a lot of that of that's happening over there. Oh boy. This broken window above a table here. Might want to take note of that for the future. Looks like it's been recently broken into. Oh. Oh. All the bloody rags Ellie comes across and is like, what the hell happened here? I'm assuming she's thinking the same thing. What happened here? What is going on? There's one thing that happens here that I'm very specifically curious if they're going to put in or not. Which if they do, I'm not excited to see. Yeah, so you might want to turn your light off going forward. Can hear something.
This is suicide under normal circumstances. If you want to do this now,
Choice do I? It's Abby.
We've got Owen and Mel.
of course you have a choice, and so do I. And I
Okay, they totally skipped the whole thing with Alice, the dog.
fuck you, Owen.
Hands up.
Let's see how this goes.
Where's Abby?
I'm the one who kept you alive, right?
It's true. I don't think she cares about that, though.
You, bring me that map. You're gonna point to where Abby is, and then you're gonna do it. And it better fucking match.
She's gonna kill us either way.
No, I won't.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll show you.
No!
Oh, God.
That was different. Oh! Oh! Oh my god.
Do you have a knife? I only have 30 seconds. Get the fuck over here. Please, please, please. Knife.
She is still pregnant. I wasn't sure if they're going to put that part of the story in it.
You're gonna get it out. I don't know how to do that. I do. Be sure to tie the cord. Work fast.
What? Oh my god. What?
How deep? Deeper than you think. Which way? Which way?
I don't think Ellie...
Transfers. What?
I
I
don't-
don't know what that means.
I don't think Ellie can do this.
Tell me what that means.
Okay.
Good. You're doing really good.
Oh my god. God damn, that was dark as hell. I don't even know what to say to that. Oh my god. What an interesting series of changes there. Really interesting. That was such an insane choice. Tommy and Jesse are here. Okay, good.
Oh, God. Let's go. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. Come on.
Jesse did come back for her. I have a feeling this version of Jesse is not gonna have a better have better feelings towards Ellie at this point. After that. I am so happy to see Tommy again.
We stick to the south on our way out of town. Not a good idea to move her in this weather, so...
Something didn't happen in the aquarium though that I'm curious how whatever's gonna happen next happens.
They were part of it, too. They made their choices. That's all there is to it.
But Abby gets to live.
Yeah. Are you able to make your peace with that?
Guess I'll have to.
I'm glad that scene played out the way it did. I'm glad Tommy understands.
I'm gonna start packing the duffels.
Missing the conversation about real gold, but if you know, you know.
Thank you for coming back.
Maybe Tommy made me.
Did he?
Nope. If I were out there somewhere, you would set the world on fire to save me.
I would.
Oh! Here we go. Oh, I'm not prepared for this. I'm not ready for this. No, 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 no!
Stand up.
Oh my god, it's like the exact shot.
Hands in the air or I shoot this one too. Shut the fuck up! Stop!
Oh god. I didn't realize how unready I was for that.
He killed my friend. No, I did. I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. I'm the one that you want. Just let him go. I let you live. I let you live. And you wasted it. No, no, no!
Are we going...
Hey. You up?
I had a feeling this is what they're gonna do.
Isaac wants to talk to us.
I think she's reading the same book. Abby and Manny aren't walking together? Manny's an entirely different character in this so far, too. I was hoping he would be different when we actually saw from this perspective, but I guess not. We get a glimpse of the stadium? Oh. God, the stadium's so cool. It's just so amazing. Seattle. Okay, this is how they're ending it. I was hoping this is how they would end it. Seattle, day one. Okay, that was cool. I have so many thoughts. I want to start out with a really positive thought, which is the end there. That played out pretty much from the time that Ellie and Tommy and Jesse got back to the theater there. And from there to the end really played out pretty much exactly as I wanted it to and as I expected it to. That moment of Abby and Ellie facing each other and Abby being like, we let you both live and you wasted it. And of course the line was changed because Tommy wasn't there in that scene at the beginning of the season. So I let you live and you wasted it. Cut to black. I was really hoping that they would end off on that note and then, yeah, go right to Abby's Seattle day one like that. It's a little bit different than I was hoping it would play out. Manny's character seems to be completely different than who he is in the game, which I'm really upset about. I'm really not looking forward to that because I really like Manny and Abby's dynamic a lot in the game. I just think it just works really well. And maybe they just skipped some of that for this little quick glimpse and we'll see more of that in the next season, but we'll see. But I really wanted to see them give a glimpse of what the next season is going to be to the people who've never experienced the game before. So now people who've never experienced the game before can be like, okay, so next season is going to be starting from Abby's Seattle day one. And some of that stretch of the game, the Abby stretch of Seattle day 1, 2, and 3 is like one of my favorite parts of the game. I just love so many sequences in that part of the game that I just can't wait to see how they interpret that to this series like this. I have a lot of high hopes for next season that they'll do a good job of adapting the game and that section of the game. So that's a good high note to leave that on for me. The confronting of Owen and Mel in the aquarium. I mean, it went a little bit differently and it was like so dark. And so having Mel like beg Ellie to like get the baby out of her and Ellie having no idea what to do. That was a really interesting change and a really interesting way to play out that scene. And I think that was good. I think the way that whole scene played out was really good. And Ellie going through the aquarium at night like that with the storm happening outside is just so eerie and creepy. I'm also really happy with that section. I think they did a really good job of that section, even though it's not a one-to-one. I think that is a good example of something they adapted in a really strong way. Like, I'm just kind of giving these things as an example of things that like, I'm okay with these changes they make as long as it makes sense for this version of the story, for this version of the characters. And as long as I can kind of see the rationale behind why they make some of the changes they make and, you know, why they're doing certain things they do, then I'm totally on board and I'm totally happy. And I'm just along for the ride experiencing this version of the story and this version of the characters and just enjoying seeing this adaptation play out in whatever way it wants to. All that being said, there are some things that I feel like when they make decisions, and I can kind of understand why they made that decision to change that thing, but I'm also like, you wouldn't have had to change this thing like down the line if you hadn't changed that thing you did either last season or previous episodes this season, there are certain changes that are happening that I'm just not a fan of. And that is my main gripe with this season is the total departure from the game version of Ellie's character. In the first season, there were definitely a lot of differences there, but I could still see them as two different versions of the same basic idea of a character. And now I feel like Ellie just isn't even remotely the way that I envision. When I think of Ellie, the character, she's getting so far away from what I view as Ellie, the character. Yes, she has like this headstrong side. Yes, she has this like snarky, snippy, funny side to her. But especially in the second game, she's just like, she's really haunted. She's really stoic a lot of the time. She's very focused and very serious and sure of herself in what she's doing. And a couple of episodes ago, when Dina was like being the one trying to convince Ellie that like, oh, it's okay if we stay. You really want to go back. Like we have to stay on this course to like avenge Joel. And it was so weird seeing Dina kind of do a 180 on that. Like, yes, now Dina's been shot in the leg and now Dina knows this information about Joel, but I am really shocked that after that big speech we got from her a couple episodes ago, that she now Dina wants to go back and is like not encouraging Ellie to keep going. Like, I just think that conversation a few episodes ago between Ellie and Dina could have gone completely differently. Like, Dina still could have given her a bit of her history and a bit of her past without it taking away this one aspect of Ellie's personality. This thing where Ellie she knows the mission she's on. She knows that she's being selfish, I guess, and she knows that she is doing this thing to avenge Joel, and she's not going to let anyone get in her way of accomplishing that mission. And it's really unfortunate to see every point that they can throughout this season, specifically throughout the season, any point that they could possibly take to belittle Ellie's character, talk down to Ellie's character, make Ellie's character seem stupid and irrational and unserious, and like she has no idea what she's doing whatsoever, was just really disappointing to me. Ellie is so capable in the game. Like, you don't need, like, yes, in the game, she's really good with weapons. She's really good with her weapons. She's really good with her knife. She's really good with a bow. In the TV show, you don't have to have her like killing wolves left and right and scars left and right and infected left and right to make her seem like the badass that she is in the game, because in the game, she is a badass. She knows what she's doing. She's very capable. Everyone around her knows that she's capable and knows that she's able to do things. And even if they're able to do things a little bit better, like Dina's able to track things on a map and like listen to the radio and like triangulate where people are and stuff. Like, that's a cool skill for Dina to have, and it's a cool skill that they've like expanded on. And I'm totally fine with them expanding on Dina's character and on Jesse's character, on Tommy's character, etc. But I do not like them doing it at the expense of Ellie's character, which to me is what happened throughout the season. Is just, especially this episode, just like constant belittling of Ellie's character by Jesse. What happened to the Jesse from the game who says, you know, my friend's problems are my problems? You know, Jesse and Ellie don't even seem like friends, and they never have throughout this entire series of episodes. One of the very first conversations you get in the game is a conversation between Ellie and Jesse, where they talk about Dina and Ellie being a thing, and Jesse's like, he understands and he cares about Ellie as a friend and not just as a protege or whatever Jesse sees Ellie as in this TV show. It's really hard to tell what Jesse sees Ellie as, because it definitely doesn't seem like he sees her as a friend. Just his reactions to things in this episode, like, I get maybe a certain character would have these reactions. It might be realistic to have those reactions to what's going on, but if they had kept the character the same as the game, he wouldn't be having some of these reactions. And I get that they're really trying to like hone in on the leader version of Jesse. This guy could be the next leader of Jackson, and he's a really good person and he has really good morals and stuff. He really cares about the community. Those are the things they're like really focusing in on. But like, I don't get the sense that he really cares about Ellie as a friend, and he's just been talking down to Ellie this entire season, every single time they are in a scene together. Dina is also kind of doing the same thing in some of the episodes before this, talking down to Ellie, saying really strange kind of insults towards Ellie. And like, I get we're building up Dina's character, but like I said, I don't like Dina's character being built up at the expense of Ellie's character. I want to see an Ellie that is strong, very capable, very focused, and totally engrossed by her mission And the fact that like Dina is there is really nice for Ellie in the game. She has someone to spend her time with, to talk to, and bounce ideas off of. But Ellie still would have gone if Dina hadn't come along with her. And I guess you kind of get that at the beginning of this season when Ellie's like preparing to leave. But in that same episode, we're like getting all this conversation between Ellie and Dina. Like, Ellie has no idea what she's doing. She's not even going to bring like food or bandages. She's not going to bring like first aid stuff with her. I don't know. It's making Ellie seem really stupid. And I don't think that is even remotely how the character comes off in the game. My first inkling that something was going to continue to bug me about Ellie's character in this episode was when she came back from what happened with Nora, and it just played out completely differently. And they kind of tried to bring it back, to pull it back a little bit. And I guess it makes sense that she would immediately go to Dina because Dina just got an arrow shot through her leg. But once Ellie and Dina are together, yeah, Ellie seems sad that she did what she did to Nora, but also the conversation was just a little bit weird. And I wanted to see her be like freaked out by what she just did. I wanted to see her really take in the fact that she just tortured someone to death and to get information out of them. And I didn't really get that sense from her at all, that is what just happened. And I don't know, little things like that. I could go on. I think you get the idea. That's my main gripe with this season, is Ellie's character just seems so different. But overall, I did really enjoy the season. It's an adaptation of one of my favorite stories ever, an adaptation of my favorite game ever. I'm bound to like it just because it is following a similar path to the story from the game. But even some of the changes they made all throughout the season, I've been trying to comment on them as they happen. Things that I really like, changes that I like and understand and that I'm totally on board with. Like some of the changes to like episode 2, where like Jackson was getting attacked by that horde of infected. That was really cool. The expansion of some of the characters and the like kind of deeper look into Jackson towards the beginning with the first few episodes. The expanded look at like Joel's place in the community at the beginning of the first few episodes. There's a lot of stuff I really, really enjoyed that they changed from the game for this version. Ellie's character, Jesse's character, those are like the two main gripes I have about this whole season. But overall, like I said, I did really enjoy the season. I've enjoyed the experience of watching it quite a bit. And I've also enjoyed watching other people watch it. But anyway, I think I spent enough time talking. I've spent a lot of time talking all throughout the last episodes. At the end of each episode, reviewing each episode, talking about all the things that I like and all the changes they made and stuff like that. I've been waiting to like talk about this one big gripe that I have about Ellie at the end here, at the very end, especially to see if they like kind of pivot and change it for me a little bit. And I was waiting to see if this episode would change it for me a little bit, to see if I would end up feeling differently towards Ellie's character by the end of this episode. And I didn't really. So I went on my little rant about Ellie. I do think the necessity to encompass each individual day of Seattle into one episode, like I felt like they wouldn't go past one episode per day. That might have been a detriment overall to the series. Like it could have been nice if the season was longer by like a couple episodes and maybe they just stretched out a couple of the days a little bit, but they were trying to keep it like one episode per day. And I get why they were doing that, but it would have been nice to see some more things from each day. Well, I'm glad we're at this point. I'm really excited to see what they do with next season. I hope people end up really liking next season. I really like that portion of the game, so I'm hoping they do a good job with it. And I can't wait to see how they adapt it. So that's about it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this reaction series to The Last of Us Season 2. And I hope to see you in future reactions to all the movies and series I'm going to be doing on this channel in the future. Really appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed, please feel free to subscribe and keep an eye out for new reactions. Hey, quick question. Do you like the show From? Well, I am watching that show over on my Patreon as a Patreon exclusive. Full watch-along format so that you can watch along every episode with me. I'm going to be posting episodes to that every week. I'm going to be watching all 3 seasons of that show, so if you're interested, please feel free to check out my Patreon and enjoy watching From with me. It's been really, really enjoyable so far. Until next time, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later.